Hello, my name's Ian, and today's whiskey is a Lagavulin 8 years old. Hello, the bottle we're going to be drinking today is a Laga 8. It's not the 200th anniversary, it's just the plain old 8 years old. This is from Isla, Port Ellen. I've got more. Let me just pour a little glass here. I've got more Laga here. I've got a big selection. I've got more in my restaurant as well. I've got the Laga 12, the Laga 16, and this one is a double mature, they call it. A little bit stronger cask strength. The Laga 12 also different because also cask strength. This one is at 48%. They say it's a mostly bourbon. Really, they use that term, mostly ex-bourbon cask. Let's see on the nose here. Oh, by the way, it's 48%, so I don't think it's been chilled filtered. I think it's very clear. It's not dark. I don't think there's additive in there. No color added. On the nose, you can smell the peat, right? It's Isla. Lots of smoke. It's like a saline, like a seaweed salt, I would say. I think orange peel on the back. And you get the aroma of the cask as well. You can smell the wood here. On the palate, it's very sweet and fresh. There's a bit of oil in there. Has decent legs. It's not super sticky. It's a lot of peat and smoke. You know, it's like cracking. It's 8 years, right? So it's pretty young. There's a complexity to this, but yeah, the peat and smoke, they crack hard. It's like they come and it's a good attack. And let me see. Yeah, there's kind of a taste of licorice. The licorice is biting in the back of your tongue. It's also very, very sweet. Yeah, the aftertaste of licorice. Maybe some people will confuse it with maybe cinnamon or pepper, maybe a red pepper, but I would say, you know, like that black licorice that we used to eat when we were kids. It's also, I said before, it's a bit oily, but it's also dry, like a white wine, like a dry barrel. It comes and the licorice bites you in the back of the tongue, but the dryness of it hits you in the cheek instead. It's like some orange peel in there. Yeah, the finish maybe toasted almonds. Hit of cinnamon. It's complex, but at the same time, right, it's 8 years, so the alcohol at 48% comes and actually rips a little bit in your mouth. Let's put it that way. If you drink a glass of this after dinner, you won't forget it because the peat and the smoke is still prevalent there. It's not as strong as maybe a Hardberg or a Lafroy, but I'd say it's somewhere between maybe a Laga 16, which is super smooth and super classy, and maybe a Lafroy 10. Yeah, I don't think this is an entry whiskey for newcomers to whiskey. I think it's a little bit harsh. I don't mean like harsh as in harsh, but I know what I'm drinking. I know how to appreciate it. I know peat and smoke, so I know the flavor I'm expecting. So my mouth is ready for this. As for a newbie, maybe not so ready and not expecting something like this. The difference between the 16 that I have here, it's quite big. I think some people said, you know, this is, I think I paid $50 for this. The Laga 16 runs around, I think, $70, so $20 cheaper. I don't think it's compromised for 16. The 16 is so classy, so smooth, and you know, it's very complex, and the notes are fantastic. I think this is a completely different product. It's a halfway there product. I'm not saying it's a bad product though. I would drink this. Maybe not an everyday drinker. After a big steak on a cold day, right? Snowy outside. I know it's summer now, but snowy outside, can't go out. You know, you attack this, you watch Lord of the Rings for 20 million hours. That would be the glass. It's not bad actually. I'd say smoothness with a bite. I like this. Sometimes you drink whiskey, right? They're so sherried and they're so smooth that you're not really tasting, right? This you're really tasting. I have a bottle of a Glenfarclas 8 years old as well, cask strength. I think it's at 57 or something crazy like that. And the same thing, I like the Glenfarclas 8, but for a different reason than I would like the 18, 21, or 25. It has its place. It's enjoyable to drink because it kinds of give you the story of what happened between 8 and 25, right? Where it starts, where it's going. So you can see the evolution of the drink all the way through the timeline. I think for $50, it's fair enough. It's not too expensive. It's not cheap though. At 48%, you get your value worth of alcohol, right? You're gonna get smashed pretty good. I'm not sure I would mix this with anything. I don't think it's harsh enough to mix. Yeah, don't use it as a mixer. I think the quality is higher than that. And it still smells, it's a little bit pungent. Yeah, it's a bit open now, so you can feel like orange peel, maybe a dark fruit. I think that's a glass, a bottle a day. It's not a 2 glasses or 3 glasses of a day. I think it's more of an experience than a daily drinker. The 16 would be a daily drinker if you have the finances for it, of course. I think this is really like, hey, let's have a glass of this and then let's move on. It's not a, let's finish the bottle and get smashed. I can just imagine with the smell and the taste of this, the headache that you might have the day after you drink this. So overall, I think it's fair enough for $50. It's a good experience to have. I like to have this in my collection so that way I can show my customers a progression in whiskey. What is an 8? What is a 12? What is a 16? What is a 25? What is a 40, right? And then we can go through the scale and you actually learn something. I will keep this bottle in stock in my restaurant, but it's not a bottle I would keep at home. It's a bottle, like I said, it's for an experience. So anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think of the 8, if you had it, or if you're planning to have it. Like I said, it's $50. It's not cheap, right? It's not 30, 35. So if you plan to drink a whole bottle one night, maybe not the best bottle for this. So that's that for me. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.